Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Horror. Tonight, we're going to be watching a movie that doesn't get a lot of love, to say the least. Tonight, we're going to be watching Halloween Resurrection. Now, this originally was not the movie I was going to watch, but as I was waiting for the Tar Heels game to come on, which, by the way, North Carolina number 12 in the country, probably be even higher tomorrow. As I was waiting for the game to come on, I turned to AMC because they're having their annual Fear Fest where they show horror movies every day of the month. And Halloween Resurrection happened to be on, and I started watching it, and I kept thinking to myself, I actually wouldn't mind watching this again. So I just, right then and there, that's why I decided that's going to be tonight's movie. The movie I had planned was The Lost World, but we'll do Halloween Resurrection instead. Now, I actually did do an episode of Saturday Night Horror on Halloween Resurrection my first year of doing this. If I remember correctly, I was not too kind. So maybe after all these years, I'll have a different opinion about the movie. Maybe I'll see things differently. Who knows? But we're going to give it a shot, man. So yeah, Halloween Resurrection. Should be interesting. As far as cooking goes, we're just going to make frozen pizza, but it is the best frozen pizza I've ever had. Wild Mike's. Now, when I'm doing frozen pizza, because honestly I don't have ingredients to do anything else, if I ever make a frozen pizza on Saturday Night Horror, it's because I don't have ingredients to cook anything else. So, the secret is out, folks. So yeah, tonight, our movie, Halloween Resurrection. Our meal, Wild Mike's frozen pizza. Should be a fun night. I'm looking forward to it. So with that being said, let's head out to the kitchen. Let's get this pizza done so we can start our movie. I'll see you out there.
Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a snack.
Alright everyone, here's dinner tonight. This is, without a doubt, the best frozen pizza I've ever had. Wild Mike's. Alright, so we got a 4-cheese pizza, but we're going to add a little something to it before we put it in the oven here. I'm going to put some Italian seasoning on it. And like I said, Wild Mike's is the best frozen pizza I've ever had. Definitely try Wild Mike's. You will not regret it. Alright, here we are, the finished product. It went in the oven for 20 minutes on 400 degrees. Cheese is nice and melted, cooked all the way through. So, we got our food. Now we need to get something to drink. So, let's go in the fridge here, and yes, sir, you know what it is.
Never, never fun, there's always Coca-Cola, yeah. Coca-Cola, always Coca-Cola.
Alright, so we're going to cut this pizza up, get our drink, go out front, and watch our movie. Alright everyone, we've got our food, got our drink, we've got our movie. Let's just turn off this last light. Alright, all the lights in the house are off. Got our Halloween decorations lit up. Let's watch Halloween Resurrection. Well yeah, hopefully I'll enjoy it a little bit more than I did last time. We'll find out. That skull is awesome, dude. Alright everyone, the movie is done. And I can also say it's still a bad movie. There was one thing I did like about it though, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes, but yeah, my overall opinion has not changed over the years. This is I still think this is a bad movie. I think this is honestly came off like a quick cash grab. Just not very good. Not as bad as the Rob Zombie Halloweens, but it's real close. This is, oh man, horrible, horrible, horrible. Right off the bat, the cast is unlikable. I do not care about a single person in this movie at all. You have the typical, young adults who think they know everything, are real ignorant and oblivious to common sense, as in every horror movie, so didn't like them at all. Busta Rhymes, who, in all honesty, is probably the most irritating character in the Halloween franchise. Lord have mercy. This is around the time I guess Busta Rhymes was popular with his music, so they figured let's throw him in a movie, and it absolutely sucked. Busta Rhymes played Freddy. Like I said, the most irritating person in the history of the Halloween franchise to me, and we're going to talk about Busta Rhymes later in the video, trust me, we're not done with Busta yet. We also had Tyra Banks, who brought absolutely nothing to the movie at all. I'm sure her salary was enormous for the combined 15 minutes, maybe, that she was actually in the movie. So yeah, imagine spending all that money on Tyra Banks to have her in the movie for 15 minutes, and her character brought absolutely nothing to it. So she was a total waste. The teenagers who are exploring this house are absolute morons. Bunch of them, they're doing bongs, they're trying to screw each other, and they're void of any common sense at all. So yeah, oh yeah, the premise of this movie. Oh Lord, where do you get a hold of this? Busta Rhymes owns something called Dangertainment, which basically he gets a group of kids to put on head cams, and they go exploring haunted places as it's broadcast live on the internet. So Halloween night, they decide to go explore the old Michael Myers house. So they put on their head cams, they go into Myers' house, and they explore. And of course, this being a horror movie, things go horribly wrong. So yeah, I guess this was at the time when found footage movies and things like that were, pretty much hitting their peak, getting popular. There's just some things you don't do as found footage, and Michael Myers is one of them. There are some horror franchises that should not ever be turned into found footage or the head cam thing through the point of view footage, and this is one of them. I remember seeing a rumor that they were going to make a Friday the 13th as a found footage film, and that would suck. So yeah, this definitely did not come off well. This was horrible to say the least. Okay, man. I typed up a whole bunch of stuff I was going to talk about in this movie. Okay, other Halloween movies, we had, not only do we have the Myers family living in that house at the very beginning, but you remember Curse of Michael Myers, there was another family living there. There might have been more, I don't know. This movie kind of ignores that, and they act like no one lived in this house except for the Myers family. And, it's all boarded up, it's, I guess, condemned, I don't know. So they kind of ignore the fact that other families had moved into this house after the Myers family moved out, which was weird. The one thing I did like about this movie, though, I thought was pretty cool. They find kind of an underground tunnel system / bunker under the Myers house, and we find out that's where Michael Myers has been living and hiding out. You see a mattress on the floor, so I guess, Michael Myers does sleep. And then we find rats that they imply that he's been surviving by eating rats. So he lives in this bunker / tunnel system under his old house. And I thought that was pretty cool. I gotta be honest with you, man. That's pretty much the only thing I liked about this movie was, that's why no one's ever found Michael Myers all these years, because he's hiding underneath the house in this bunker. And he's actually surviving, by eating rats. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. Like I said, that's the only thing I really liked about Halloween Resurrection. And I said we were going to talk more about Busta Rhymes. Let me put my notes up. Busta Rhymes, his character sucked ass. Excuse the language. We have one of the most ridiculous scenes in Halloween franchise history where Busta Rhymes decides to fight Michael Myers hand-to-hand, one-on-one. Not just a regular fight, no, Busta Rhymes has to do this kung fu, over-the-top kung fu, and he's doing the poses and the fake Bruce Lee noises. and he actually beats down Michael Myers. It's bad enough that he does this BS kung fu nonsense, but the fact that Busta Rhymes can beat down Michael Myers with his bare hands is absolutely ridiculous and complete BS to me. So that really irritated me. Another thing about Busta Rhymes' character is he liked to drop the F-bomb in every single sentence. F this, F that, I'm getting my effing money, we need to get the F out, happy Halloween, mother effer. It was like, F this, F that, motherfucker this, or, oops, sorry, slipped out, mother effer that. So yeah, it was, I mean, like, I don't know, man. I could do without Busta Rhymes. But the whole movie as a whole was bad, so he just made it even worse with his character. I'm sure Busta Rhymes is a cool dude in real life, but his character sucked, man. So yeah, once again, after all these years, overall opinion has not changed. Only like that one thing about the movie, the underground bunker, but other than that, this movie is forgettable. It's definitely one you can skip over. If you're a Halloween fan, this is one you don't have to watch. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it for about 15 minutes at the very beginning. And that's another thing. Busta Rhymes spoiled that part too before the movie even came out. It's like a few weeks before the movie came out, Busta Rhymes was doing interviews and he's going, oh yeah, so-and-so dies here, so-and-so dies, and I'm like, dude, you just spoiled the movie for us. So yeah. Not recommended at all. Halloween Resurrection is definitely one that you could pass by. If you can get your hands on a copy, or if you could watch it for free, I guess go ahead, but I wouldn't bother with it. It's definitely one you can miss. Another thing about this movie is his mask and the hair on his mask. They couldn't decide what they wanted to do with it. You see, one point, the hair on his mask is just straight up like Myers stuck a fork through an electric socket and got electrocuted. He's walking down the hallway, his hair is sticking straight up, and then by the time he gets to the end of the hallway, his hair is all combed and nice and neat. I'm like, dude, was he combing his hair as he was stalking the kids? And he kept doing that. His hair would keep switching from, shocked to nice and combed. I'm like, is this dude grooming himself as he's stalking these kids or what? And the mask itself, in most of the previous Halloweens, it was just, just the regular mask, a motionless, blank expression. This one, it's like they changed the mask to make it look like Michael Myers was pissed off and angry the whole movie. Which, I mean, if I had to keep combing my hair as I'm trying to chase down these kids, I'd be kind of irritated too. So anyway, all in all, Halloween Resurrection is not very good. Definitely, I wouldn't recommend it. Like I said a couple times already, it's definitely one you can skip, and if you never see it, you're not missing anything, because nothing that happened in this movie is relevant to the franchise now. It's just not. It's not canon, so screw it. Anyway, that is going to do it for this week's episode of Saturday Night Horror. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Appreciate y'all watching. Man, it's October. This cool weather is awesome. And we got the Halloween decorations out. Yes, sir. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all have an awesome weekend. Hope y'all have an awesome week. And I will see you next week for the next episode of Saturday Night Horror. Y'all take care.